Hello, hello, Beth's Golden here. Today I wanted to share with you how to make a paper flower out of Rinea foiled paper, or this would work on a regular piece of pattern paper, construction paper. However, I like the foil because you can poof up the little edges and they'll stay. So it's so simple, really, really simple. All you need is one sheet of 12 by 12 foiled paper by Rinea, and you're going to cut for each bow, you're going to cut 1-inch strips that are 12 inches long. So you'll be able to get 6 bows out of one sheet of paper. And you're going to need 2 1 by 12 inch strips, a stapler, a pair of scissors, glue dots, and then of course a trimmer. So for the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take one of these strips and we're simply going to make the bow portion of it. And all I do is I just wrap the edges around and I press down into the middle and I eyeball it, and then I just take my stapler and staple it. I'm doing it backwards, sorry. I staple it. If it's not perfect, it's okay, because you're gonna put a piece around the staple that you can work with a little bit. Okay, so there's this part. We're gonna set this aside for just a minute. The next piece we need to do is we need to cut 3 inches off of this. And this is gonna be the band around the center of the bow. All right, so there's our little 3-inch band. And I'm just gonna take this and fold it over. This is why I like to use the foil paper for this, because not only is it beautiful and shiny, but it holds the folds. So I can take this off now and I can go over and really, really get that fold nice and crisp. You can also pull out your scoreboard and score it if you want it to be absolutely perfect. That's okay too. And I'm just going to put glue dots on both ends. Now with the glue dots, I like these because they hold beautifully. However, you better make sure that you get it right the first time, because there ain't no getting it up. And so I'm going to make sure I have the right side. Line up, fold, and fold. All right, there we go. I can poof up the edges now, make it more bowie-like. Then I'm just simply going to take this sheet of paper, or this strip I should say. I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to do my end. And this is so easy. You're just going to take your end, and I like to put it here. That's a little bit too big, so I'm going to really cut down the center higher and then just trim it up like so. So I do a center cut as my base, and then I go back and I trim the edges. And like right there, not quite how I wanted it, so I'm going to kind of fix that up. Now we're looking better. And so there we go. So now I have this center bow, and I'm just going to go pop, bloopity bloop, like that. Again, foil paper makes it pliable so I can move it. If this was a regular piece of pattern paper, I would cut it in half and maneuver the pieces that way. And then from here, I'm going to add another glue dot, and I'm actually going to do 2. No, I can do 1. That'll be okay. And I'm just going to, this isn't exactly an inch because I pulled it out a little bit, so there's a little bit of an overage. So I'm just going to kind of line this up And boom, there we go. Now I have a gorgeous bow. And like I said, I can make 6 of them from one sheet of 12 by 12 Rinea foiled paper. This is the ruby with the embossed stars on it. I love it. It's perfect. I thought it was festival. Now, if you really want to spice it up, you can do the same process and layer it with another color. I layered it with gold. Just take into consideration that you're going to need to add approximately 1/4 of an inch to each strip to get this, and do the same process. So if you are interested in any of the foil paper, please make sure you check out Rinea Foiled Paper. It's www.rinea.com, RINEA. Also, make sure you check out their blog for more inspiration from other fantastic designers. Subscribe to my channel here. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. If you have any questions at all, please make sure you leave them in the comment area. I'm pretty good about answering everything, and if I don't know, I will make sure I get back to you. Also, find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under Bets Golden, and follow my blog. That is www.scrappycafe.com. Excuse me, www.scrappycafe.blogspot.com. Until next time, happy crafting!